We're on the Euro Aussie 5 range and we have a potential head and shoulders that's setting up. It's only looks a relatively small one, but there might be 20-25 pips worth of profit if we can get our entry. Now when I see this kind of setup, what I'm really looking for is that I need confirmation on the higher time frame. So here you can see is the left shoulder, the head. This here could have actually been the right shoulder, but I actually need a break below here and then a pullback. So let me show you why I'm looking at a potential head and shoulders here. Let's go to the dailies, put a structure level in, and you can see we've actually come in to this structure level here on the dailies. Doesn't mean a great deal, but again we need to do a higher time frame analysis to get an idea of what price is doing. Now here in the 4 hourly it's a little bit different. What we've done is we've had some bullish moves, and we've come into this area here where we're currently trading on the 4 hour, and you can see a little bit of rejection. If I zoom out, you can see that we have this structure level here, we have a level, or this level here, a little bit here. I think there was some more to the left, yep, and you can see then we've got this here, here, here and here as well. So not a bad area to look for a reaction, and sometimes that's all we need for a trading opportunity, especially on the dailies or 240s. If we come into quite a good area that has seen a reaction in the past but not a major move, then that's all we're looking for. Again, is just a reaction and not a major move. So let's drop down the time frames here. In fact, just before I do, another signal here is that on the 240 we're overbought at nearly 83. Let's drop down to the 60, and you can see we've had quite a bullish run. We're overbought at 86.4 currently, and if we drop down to the 15-minute, there really isn't a great deal here. The only thing I can point out here is this structure level right here. Okay, so if I was looking for a counter trend move, given the current setup, this is where I'd be looking at taking targets. So if I know I'm going to see a reaction, this is where the head and shoulders kick in, and in actual fact it looks as though we just had our lower close now. So this line here, I'm going to make this green because this will be our take profit line. So here is our run. So this will be our left shoulder, this will be our head, this is our break below. You can actually have this as the right shoulder, that's perfectly fine, but what I need is a break below the outside return. And so as the market comes up to here, I'll be looking for selling opportunities. So where does my risk to reward work out in my favor? Well, if we make this red and we say that our profit is going to be here, going to be 1 pip above that, I'm going to make that green, and so this gives me a favorable risk to reward. And what I'm just going to do is go ahead and set a limit order, because we could get filled very shortly on this. And there we go. So let's just measure this out. If we get filled up here, this will be 11 pips of risk for a reward of 27. Okay, and we're back. We've just been filled this pattern. I have just put my stop and extra pip back. I did get a slightly better fill. It's still 11 pips because I got that better fill. So this should mean that this should be worth 28 pips. So quite a low risk trading opportunity if we can get down to targets. So there we go. We'll come back and hopefully see an outcome of this trade. And we're back just for another little update because I'm just about to head out now, and you see we're 12-13 pips up. We're just testing the lows here. I'm hoping we're going to put in a new low, but I'm actually nipping out, so I may, if this trade goes on to win, not be able to catch the outcome. But there we go, retesting the lows. Hopefully we'll come back and see this trade won. And we're back for the final part of the video, and as you can see now, we are being stopped out for minus 11 pips. What a real shame. With these types of patterns, you can play for two targets. The most conservative way is the AB equals CD pattern, which is of this leg here to here, which obviously came off, but I was playing for the extension in this case. And I have a very high win rate with these head and shoulders because I have very strict rules on how I handle them. So we actually went 16 pips up on this trade. We would have got first targets, but again, because I was playing for those targets based on structure, unfortunately it just meant this time that it was a losing trade. But no matter, my win rate on these patterns is very, very high, and you can see that I have a very good risk to reward. I may win the next one or the one after that. It's completely irrelevant. But just do me a favour, if you do like these videos and the content I put in them and the way that I manage these trades, please go ahead and subscribe, and if you haven't done, go ahead and give it a like as well.